Hey guys, so I wanted to hop on and do a video sharing with you my current hair color and cut information. I've had so many requests lately to tell you what's going on with my hair, so I had a few minutes. I thought I would do it for you. Now, I have a lot of disclaimers, so just be prepared. But first and foremost, I want to say that remember that everybody's hair color is different, obviously. But what I mean by that is depending on your natural color and the color that you already have on your hair, how porous your hair is, how damaged, etc., will greatly affect the different colors that you use. So just because, I say I use this, this, and this, that more than likely doesn't mean you can use the same thing and get what I have. You'll have to have, your stylist or something reformulate my formula to get as close to my hair on your head as they can, if that makes sense. And a reason why I haven't done this video in so long, I think I did a color one maybe a year and a half ago or so, is because it's not as simple as, I throw number 7-Eleven all over my head and this is what I get. It's kind of a process. So, all right, I'm going to go through it here. Okay, so first thing, my hair naturally, you can see it a bit right here. I'm like a level 8, 7.5, 8, just a dirty dishwater blonde. So the nice thing about my hair is I don't have to lift pigment out of my hair to get my low light color, if that makes sense. So if you have dark hair and you like to go, lighter with different shades of brown and blonde, your stylist is more than likely using like a permanent color to remove some of that pigment. I don't have to do that, so that's awesome. So if you're blonde, that's nice for you. All right, so what I did is, now I did this probably a week and a half ago, 2 weeks, and it's already faded a ton. My hair holds color awful, and my hair always pulls really warm and gold. So my dark colors in my hair pull warm, and my blondes pull gold. And I don't like that on me. I like really neutral, natural color. So what I did is I had gotten pretty blonde. You can see in probably some of my latest videos, a few videos back, how blonde I was. What I did is I did a really subtle ombre effect, which is kind of faded out a lot now. So I don't even know if you'll be able to tell, except maybe can you kind of see how it's a little bit lighter on my ends? I don't know. Anyway, what I did is I used Wella color. I used Wella Professional Color Touch color. Now, I mixed up ended up like 4 different formulas. The first formula I did was for my roots, and I put it about 2 inches down, give or take, all over. And I mixed up a 6/77, which is dark blonde, intense brown, okay, with half of that and half a 6-71, which is a dark blonde ash shade. Because since my hair pulls really warm, I usually use ash or neutral to try to cancel that out. So I put that all the way down, 2 inches or so. And then on my mid-strand down, oh wait, I guess I should say, see, I knew this was going to be all over the place. I didn't do my front. I left out kind of just like a headband of hair all around my face, by the way. So about mid-strand down, so about from here to here, I mixed up a level 8/71, which I don't know, it's some kind of blonde ash color. And I put that all over. And then on my ends, I mixed up just a level 10 neutral shade. And I put that on my ends. And then I let, that marinate. Then on my front, I was already pretty blonde around my front. So I used Schwarzkopf Bleach. And I foiled out myself. I foiled a ton of blonde foils, touching up the blonde that I already had all around my face. Okay, then I let that all set for, 20, 25 minutes. Rinsed it all out, and then I took a kind of toner shade, and I used 10-16, which is a very light or lightest light ash violet. So this would be, your toner. And that, I put that all on my front, the blonde section, to neutralize out any of the gold. So that's how I ended up getting a really neutral blonde. Now, like I said, it has faded a lot. I think I posted a picture on Instagram or Facebook or something where my roots were quite a bit darker, but even like I said, it's faded so much already. I don't know if you can tell. Let me try to get like back here where I don't have any blonde, and you can see how dark it is. I don't do anything in my back as far as foils go because A, I foil it myself, so there's no way that I could get back there. But that's the beauty of having naturally light hair, is it all just kind of blends in anyway. So, yes, that is what I do for my color. Now, that being said, you know, depending obviously like on your hair, if you use an ash color on your hair, you could end up with green hair. You know, I mean, it's just so, I don't know, just tread lightly, I guess, with that. But overall, I would just say, you know, I have a pretty neutral blonde. I do a lot more blonde around the front area. And yeah, that's my color. Now, I do tone it myself quite a bit. So I would say, I don't know, once a month, once every 6 weeks, I'll grab some kind of toner, which now everybody could call, you know, different stylists will call toners different things, glazes or refreshers or what have you. All that is to me is it's just a shade to cancel out a pigment that I don't want. All right, so I always end up using like a violet toner or an ash toner, or sometimes a neutral toner if I don't have violet or ash, just to help cancel out any gold or warm that I have in my hair. Now, I think that's all. I feel like I should be talking a lot more about my color, but that's it. Oh, and I do big chunks of my blonde. Now, when I say chunk, again, disclaimer, tread lightly. I personally do, when I think of chunky, I think of, you know, brown, blonde, brown. Ugh, I don't like that. I think chunks are great when you're kind of tone on tone, meaning when the difference, like the level difference between your color are only a couple shades. So since my blonde here is so close to my dark shade that I have, or my darker shade for me, having the big chunks of color doesn't look chunky. If that makes any sense to you. Because then when you do bigger, you know, pieces of hair, you get more dimension in the hair color, where if you did, you know, tiny little pieces, your color wouldn't pop as much. So that's my color. Now, on to cut. I have let my bangs grow out. I'm horrible at this. I'll try to link my old hair videos where I talk about my cut and my color in the bottom bar in case you're wanting to know how I do my side bang when it was a little bit shorter. I cut my hair myself. Sometimes I'll have my colleague go through and trim it up for me, because what happens, okay, this is funny. What happens is I do this a lot when I cut my hair, so this side always ends up being shorter. Let's see if you can tell. Can you see that? I'm like a ½ an inch longer on this side because I must lean this way. I don't know what I do, but I bend my head funky. Anyway, point is that I just have my shortest layer, I think is around my chin. Yeah, my shortest layer is around my chin all over. And then I'm just, you know, layered down through that. When I cut my hair, I go in at a point cut, meaning I take my scissors, oh, I need to trim it, look at my ends, and I cut down into the hair instead of doing a blunt cut. That'll make it a little bit more wispy and lay a little more, I don't know, textured and playful. So I have that, and then, okay, like this stuff is breakage. I haven't cut this forever, but I have a lot of just shorter layers around my face. My bang, I just have a deep side part kind of over the middle of my eyebrow, and depending on the day I take different amounts of hair, but my bangs are really long now. I mean, they're almost to my chin. So I just have those angled just slightly down and then into my hair. So there it is. I feel like I don't even know if that was helpful at all, but I don't know. All right, so if you have any more questions, I'm sure I forgot something, please list them below. I'll really try to get back to these comments and questions about my hair, since it is something that I get asked about a lot. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope that helped. And like I said, any questions, put them below. Thanks for watching. Bye.